Thank you all for being such a wonderful audience and great friends to the Harlem Chamber Players this season. Looking forward to seeing you in these seats. Wherever we are next season, lots of stuff as you see in your program. This next music, or the composer I found out about through the Harlem Chamber Players. I went to a concert and ran into a guy named Harold Jones. Harold invited me to see an ensemble called Antara Strings. Anybody know Harold Jones? That's right, so I walked into the hall and I looked at the program. It said Mozart, but he started with a piece I'd never heard. Well, that sounded familiar, but the arrangement was new, and I thought, what in the world is this? So the next day I called him, I said, Harold, what was that you started the program with? He said, man, that was Coleridge-Taylor Perkinson, and he wrote that for me. I said, well, it sounds like it was improvised. He said, that was his style. He said, that's who Perk was. That's how he composed. And I started reading about Perkinson, and he said the 3 Bs for him were Bach, Brahms, and Bird. And so I did some research about Perkinson, and I just want to read to you a little bit of what I wrote before we get to this last piece on our season finale. Coleridge-Taylor Perkinson was one of the few musicians who could boast of conducting Italian opera and playing piano in the Max Roach Quartet. As a 23-year-old composer, his first string quartet was played at Carnegie Hall. Later in Hollywood, Perkinson scored films featuring Cicely Tyson and Sidney Poitier. He arranged songs for Harry Belafonte and Marvin Gaye. And here in New York, he composed ballet scores for Alvin Ailey and prepared choruses for Leonard Bernstein. During the height of the Civil Rights Movement, Perkinson co-founded the Symphony of the New World, a 90-piece symphony orchestra that was the first professional integrated orchestra in our country. Perkinson said for him, music wasn't high nor lowbrow. He said music was practically everything. Here is his Sinfonietta, played by the Harlem Chamber Players.
Mm-hmm.